My name is Ernest Goulet. I lived here in Albuquerque all my life. This is Albuquerque, New Mexico. Behind me, as you can see, the unmistakable skyline. Probably seen it a bunch if you a fan of Breaking Bad. You know what? I've lived here all my life. I'm 53 years old. I'll be 54 soon. I've never left this city. I've been living here, and I've never come out of this 20-mile radius here. And you know, down there's a high school I went to is Albuquerque High. I worked down the street. I went to church further down the street. My old neighborhood's further down the street, Borales. I lived in South Broadway, and I was raised behind the Paloma Bar, an old bar down there, and there used to be shootings and everything like that. But you know what? We grew up fearing God, and this past Saturday, as you may know, there was the biggest protest nationwide against Planned Parenthood. And Planned Parenthood, you know, thanks to some folks that did some undercover video, they're under a lot of fire right now, and there's a lot of awareness of what they've been doing all along. And so, right down the street, down the hill here, there's an abortion clinic. They go to full-term abortion, and you know, we're known as the national capital of full-term abortions, and I've lived here all my life. I just don't like what's happening here. It just breaks my heart, and so and then after yesterday's seventh video by this organization, where they talk about how they've taken the fetus out of the mother's womb, and then the technician tells the other technician's like, oh, let me show you something cool. Come over here. And then the fetus is out of the womb. They tap the heart, and the heart starts beating again. You know, that's an atrocity. I'm sorry. It just breaks my heart. But you know what? It just reminds me of a song that I listened to when I first heard it, like when I was around 9 years old, by Don McLean, and it reminds me of the last verse of that song. I met a girl who sang the blues, and I asked her for some happy news. Then she just smiled and turned away. I went down to the sacred store where I heard the music years before, but the man there said the music wouldn't play. And in the streets the children screamed, the lovers cried, and the poets dreamed, but not a word was spoken. The church bells all were broken, and the three men I admire the most, the Father, Son, and the Holy Ghost, they caught the last train for the coast the day the music died. So I think it's time for the bell not to be broken anymore. There's churches down here, churches over there, churches over there, churches over there, and I think it'd be a great idea if we could hear those bells ring every hour, on the hour, 3 times, while these businesses are open. You know what? We don't value the life. We don't give the unborn children enough respect. We don't even mourn for them. And you know, when a veteran comes from war in a casket with a draped flag there is respect. There's a salute. There's a 21 gun salute. There's taps. A solemn ceremony. The least we can do is mourn for our children, and we could do this by ringing these bells and letting everybody hear the sweet sound of the Sanctus Bells. And so let everybody, while they're taking a break or on their way to school or outside working in the yard or just somewhere near a church where the bell is ringing, let them hear that, pause a moment, reflect, think of what just happened in this hour or is going to happen in this hour. And I ask God forgiveness for this nation because you know what? We just forgot. And granted, a lot of us didn't know what was going on in these houses of slaughter. But then again, a lot of us didn't ask and didn't bother to ask. And I'm guilty. I didn't bother to ask. And so I'm just thinking this is a way to touch people in their heart and not, no protests, no confrontations, no forcing of religion on anyone, just the sweet sound of Sanctus Bells reaching their soul, and changing their heart, because it's got to come in from within. We can't force anything on anybody. So I'm asking all the churches, all the leaders of their holy flocks, to come and join in the Sanctus Church Bell initiative. And hopefully this movement will go citywide, countrywide, nationwide, and worldwide. I have a little prayer here, and I say, it is time for the church bells to no longer be broken. It is time for every house of worship to ring their Sanctus bells as in the day of old. Let not a soul remain untouched in the shadow of the house of the Lord, for it is hallowed ground. Let the Lord's Sanctus bells ring from all church towers and houses of worship, crying out for a restoration and healing of this country, and that a new spiritual awakening occur, for we have much to lose. Oh, how I long to hear thy holy bells, O Lord.